fertilizer. You know what will happen to yields if you're a farmer. Number 5, underweight fertilizer. I don't think you knew all these issues. We've gotten to know ourselves because of our methodical approach. Pick one item only, Mr. President. When the fertilizer world prices were $400, $450 per ton, our colleagues deliberately, consciously, were buying fertilizer using taxpayers' money at $1,200 per ton. You multiply that by 300,000 metric tons, you know your numbers. Straight out, money goes. How can the economy grow like that? Before you plant a seed, money is gone already. The bleeding is, the wound is gushing blood. Mr. President, that's what we inherited. Done an audit, we suspected this was the situation. Bingo, we proved it through the audit. As we sit now, we move to the next item, under supply, under delivery. Only 63% of the fertilizer was delivered, yet during the elections we were told that all the fertilizer was delivered. It wasn't. It wasn't. 37% has not been delivered. Surprise, surprise, against the contractual provisions, as you know who we are, where we are coming from, we were able to look at the contracts, examine what breaches were there. The full amount was paid in advance. To the tune of $120 million was paid when there was no fertilizer supply. How can you create jobs? How can you pay your workers well? How can you create business opportunities? I've just touched on the tip of the iceberg. Now, we're doing all these things in 1 month, 1.5 months. You can go to a fuel, it's the same thing. Go to roads, it's even worse, the numbers are bigger. Sakandola Road, which contract we've said no, not 340 kilometers of that road, contract amount should have been $300 million, thereabout, contract amount was $1.2 billion. $900 million gone. Before you even start constructing the road, how can an economy grow? President, Bamkuka. It cannot work. So that is the way it is. That's what we found on the ground. So this government is reining in on these issues. And we're making people unhappy. When we say the small clique of people are taking taxpayers' money, that's what we meant. So 37% fertilizer not supplied, but payment was made. You heard me say people were paid millions of dollars for supplying air. Nothing. But what will shock you? We come to you, our workers, because we are all workers, they are ours. Our workers, your workers, were signing goods received notes, confirming that fertilizer was received when it was not received. In the Ministry of Agriculture, District Agriculture Officers, Permanent Secretary. That's why we have taken him out. To cause the payment to be made. People were signing, our own colleagues were signing, taking money from themselves, but to help on a clique. That's why I said it in Chisali at the gravesite of late Mansaka Pupwe. No complaints. I said it exactly the same thing. That I brought money to you people of Chisali, I've taken it from a clique of thieves in Lusaka. And people in Chisali were excited, very excited. There is Anthony Body, I was with me. The recording is there. I said it in Mala, at the burial site of Ngobola. People were excited. I said it in Kaungu during the campaign. People were excited. And I said, wait for our budget, but this is what is coming. I say it at the airport, it becomes a tribal issue. Come on. Colleagues, there's no tribalism here. Anyone talking along those lines are being mischievous to continue the divisive behavior that we saw before elections. We must say no to that. We seek your partnership in this.